Hey everybody, this is Patricia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a tutorial on a look from the 60s, the mod 60s, the day of Twiggy and Edie Sedgwick, that kind of makeup. I got the idea because I just watched a couple nights ago the new documentary that's on Hulu called 8 Days a Week. It's by Ron Howard and it's about the Beatles. And, I totally forgot how much I love the Beatles. I grew up with the Beatles. They came to America just a couple of weeks after I was born. So, yeah, I have older siblings. If you don't know, I have 10 siblings. I have a brother, 9 sisters, and then there's me. And all of them are older but one. I'm next to the youngest. So I had a sister who was 16 years old when I was born. So believe me, we had Beatle music in the house. So when I say I was raised with the Beatles, that's the truth. We just the Beatles, everything. So I decided I wanted to try this look, the Twiggy look. I'm not as skinny as Twiggy, but I just thought I would try the look. You might be interested in it too for Halloween, I was thinking, So anyway, let's get started. I went ahead and did my foundation as usual. I did all my skincare, my foundation, my concealer. I went ahead and did my brows, and in my brows I just put the Give Me Brow. I didn't use the pencil today. I went ahead and did my contour because that takes me a while because I'm real funny. I like to get my contour done. But with this look, I'm not going to use any blush. I'm just sticking with my contour. Now, you can do this look however you want. I'm just going to kind of do the basics of the Twiggy look. But you can always make changes because, that's the fun of makeup. You just play and you just make up and you just make it up as you go. And that's kind of what we're going to do today because I haven't practiced this. We're just going to go for it. And if it doesn't work out, nobody will see this video because I will delete it. I went through my eyeshadow palettes looking for the perfect one that would give me what I was looking for. My Tartelette and Bloom. I tell you, this has got to be my favorite palette. So anyway, for the Twiggy look, guess what we're using? We're using white, which is Charmer. And we're using the, well, it's not totally black. It's really close to black. It's called Smoke Show. That's my colors. White and black. My sister, one of my other sisters, used to rock that blue eyeshadow. That's another way you could do this too. You could do the blue eyeshadows. I don't have a blue that color, or I would have done it just in homage to my grandmother telling me one time if I put blue all over my eyes. Well, she told me she was talking about my cousin, and she had this blue eyeshadow everywhere. And my grandma told me if she didn't take that eyeshadow off, her eyes were going to turn that color. So I went and got in my sister's eyeshadow, put the blue everywhere because I wanted blue eyes. Because I have green eyes, in case you didn't know. I have green eyes, but sometimes they look blue. Sometimes they look green. I think that's what green eyes do anyway. Off the point, let's get going. I am taking Charmer and my new Coastal Scents brush that has become my favorite new brush. And I'm going to put this all the way up to the brow. This is really an easy look. What I'm going to do is just really easy. It's not really hard to do. And let's just get that all the way up. And on this side. I was just thinking, since the Beatles got me thinking about doing this look, I was just wondering, do you have a favorite Beatles song? I think my favorite, I have two, I think, and they're not like the big hits. I really like the song Norwegian Wood. I think that's my favorite Beatles song. And my second favorite is Eleanor Rigsby. I don't know why, but I just like those two songs. Okay, next I'm going to take a crease brush. And I'm going in with Smoke Show. Now, I am going to put that, test this out on my hand. Okay. Knock the excess off. I always start in the middle because I'm always bad to put too much color. So if I start in the middle, then I can work it out. So here we go. Right in the crease. Right in the crease. We go with Smoke Show. And it is a deep, dark color. Now you can use any kind of deep, dark color you want. Twiggy did use black. I'm going to take a blender brush and start blending that. I am just so not used to these dark shadows. Speaking of that, let's talk the 60s. Did you all ever see the old soap opera Dark Shadows? I barely remember it. I remember it because I had sisters who watched it. I'm going to take my little cloth here and I'm kind of cleaning up a little bit as I go on the sides there. But I had sisters who watched Dark Shadows and I kind of remember it. Not really, but I kind of remember it. And I do like the Johnny Depp movie. Wow. Whew. That takes some getting used to now, doesn't it? We'll go in with the other eye. Oh, I'm blocking you. I'm sorry. I have a bad habit of that. Let me see if I can get a little closer. Ooh. I hope you can see. Now let's blend. This one needs some blending. Blend, blend. I wish I had a whiter shade. Maybe I'll put a little glitter in there. I was thinking about glitter anyway. Poke myself in the eye. I'll clean up a little bit on the side here. I wipe the makeup off my scar. I have a scar on the side of my eye. Can you see that? When I was about 3 or 4, which would make it 67, 68, when this eyeshadow, this look was in, I was running through the house with my socks on, and we have hardwood floors, and my mother had just waxed them, and I was sliding, and I slid right into one of those great big TVs. You remember the big console wooden TVs? It went right there. I don't remember the incident. I remember everybody telling me about the incident. I remember talking about it, but I don't have a memory of it. But I guess it's about 10 years ago, or maybe more or less, my eye doctor found scar tissue on this eye, and he thought I had glaucoma. It turned out it was from that accident. I had hurt myself more than I thought I had. But it didn't affect my vision or anything. I'm just sharing. I'm just telling you. Just telling you about my scar. You can't really see it unless you're up close. Man, I am going to take my liner brush. And my other brushes, I told you I had a Coastal Scents. I had my e.l.f. brushes, which you know I love my e.l.f. brushes. And then this is my MAC liner, number 22, that I've had since the 90s. I'm going to take that Smoke Show, and we're going to try this out. I'm going to make false lashes underneath my eyes. Let's see how this works. God, my eyes are so wrinkled. I am working really hard on these wrinkles under my eyes. So all you younger ladies, make sure you take care of your skin and really take care of your eye area. I did when I was younger, and then those years, if you watch my weight loss videos, you know those years where I just lost who I was and I didn't do anything to myself. I missed some years of taking care of my skin. So don't stop. And if you aren't doing it yet, start. Whew. Now, dropped a brush. I don't need it though. Oh, do I have any? No. I'm going with Colourpop, people. I'm going to put some Colourpop on my lid. I just feel that is not white enough. And you know, I like my little bit of glitter. I'm wiping off my finger with a makeup removing cloth. This is girly. It's one of my favorites. One of my favorite Colourpops. Yeah, that, see how that makes that pop? Let's put girly on. I think I'm okay up here. And since I put that girly on, where's my blend? No, I think it's okay. Well, I'm gonna blend a little bit more right in here. Just a little bit. Now I'm going to take, which I didn't get out already, which I should have. Drinking my water. I love these LaCroix waters. This one is the lemon. I'm going to get out my new favorite liner, which, where are you at, Image? See, I should have gotten this out. The Kat Von D. The Kat Von D tattoo liner. I looked these up on Sephora, and it only comes in two colors. Trooper, which is the black, and Mad Max Brown, and I have both of those. So, but I would love this liner in a purple, in a blue, in a green. Wouldn't that be nice? But I'm using black, and I'm going to line my upper lash line. And I blinked. I gotta fix that. Man, I made a couple mistakes. I can go over that. Okay, let's do the other side. You can do a winged look if you want. The pictures I saw of Twiggy, she did not have a winged liner. So that's the only reason I didn't do a wing. Because I didn't see Twiggy wearing a wing. But I saw lots of other photos of women during that time doing liners. And having wings. So if you want to do that, I'm going to take my Ulta Halo, which I love this pencil, and it's a white liner, and I'm going to line my bottom waterline. Oh, I don't want to block you there. Okay, now let's put some lashes. I'm not putting fake lashes on, which Twiggy did wear fake lashes. But this video would be so long with me trying to put fake eyelashes on. And I promise, I've been looking into editing, I promise, that I'm going to just use, I love the roller lash. I just absolutely adore this mascara. And I know I have a ton to use up, but I am so tempted just to buy a roller lash. But I really need to use those other lash mascaras I have. So let's put on some roller lash and see what we get. I'm kind of thinking of this look for Disney. Next year we go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. I've got to come up with a costume that not only is comfortable to wear all night, that I can ride rides wearing. You know, that's the big thing. My son keeps coming up with ideas, and I keep saying, how are you going to ride a ride? Or are we just going to watch parade and get candy? And I know he wants to ride rides. So next year I'll probably do a lot of videos about that, getting ready. So this year I think this is the look I'm going to wear as I go trick-or-treating with the kids. Here we go. I have pretty good lashes. I know I inherited pretty good lashes. The boys in my family on my side have got some gorgeous lashes. I have a nephew. My nephew's 42. I remember when he was younger. Man, he has some gorgeous lashes. I was the only kid in my grade school who was an aunt. My brother was 22 years old when I was born. He's the oldest. Wow, there we go. I like that. That is my Twiggy eyes. And now, to finish it off, I am just going to use a nude lipstick. And this is my favorite nude. It's a L'Oreal. And it's the L'Oreal Color Riche in Fairest Nude. And it's my favorite nude. I use this. You can see how much I've used of it. I mix it over dark shades or shades I'm not really happy with. I'll mix this in with it and usually come up with a pretty shade. I always love a good nude lipstick, and this one is my favorite, and I hope they still make this. I will get another one when this one's gone. But it's also very pretty on its own. It's very creamy. It feels very moisturizing. I love this lipstick. I need to get it in other colors. There we go. That is my 60s mod Twiggy look. What do you think? Do you like? That's pretty cool. I think that's a good Halloween look. I'll come up with some sort of outfit to wear to go trick-or-treating. But yeah, this is my look for, I think I'll do for Halloween. So, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. I'm 1 subscriber away from 500 and giving that basket away. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And I would like to know, please leave below, what's your favorite Beatles song? I would love to know, because I'm now thinking, gosh, since watching that documentary, I've really got the Beatles music going through my head, and my husband pulled out some CDs and we were listening to them in the car yesterday, and yeah, you just forget how much to me the Beatles meant to me growing up, you know. So yeah, leave me a comment below. So again, thanks for watching, and until next time.